Yeah, I don't think I could do this a few days ago.
Yeah. Pretty incredible, huh?
It is. So the injury took place in 2022 in Alaska. I was hiking up ice field from not entirely on the ice field, but then I basically, long story short, I did it too quickly. There was a local friend who kind of introduced me to the hike. He told me it would take like 4 hours to do it. I did it in 2. So on my way down, I was trying to meet my family for a second hike. So I twisted it in my kind of quickly, almost running down like this 2,500 feet drop, like 8 mile, whatever. I kind of twisted it. Then I was very silly to have done a second hike, and then that kind of sealed the deal. So by the end of the second hike, it was like sharp pain. It felt like I torn something. It was sharp pain.
Okay.
And then that was September 2022. I thought it was gonna just heal slowly, but it was never the same. So particularly, I would have problem completely straighten my left leg because of the knee. I took an MRI like end of last year. So there are definitely some blood and blood and water. So as shown on MRI, because it's lower density or higher density, there's a white spot. I don't have the same kind of stability I had before. I used to play volleyball. For example, I cannot even imagine jumping up and land on a stair without causing this burning pain. I just cannot. Maybe I have some atrophy because of just lack of the capability to retain the muscle. In terms of pain, it's not like constant pain, but then I can definitely trigger the pain by completely straighten my leg. And then there's feeling of constant inflammation under the patella in different areas.
Okay.
Right, and then this is basically kind of impacting my right knee because of compensation. So my right knee, after playing pickleball, would just kind of be swollen. But then the injury is really
Got it.
somewhere here.
Okay. What have you tried to kind of fix it?
Physical, basically some PT,
I see.
but like resistance training.
Has that helped at all?
Not really.
Okay.
It didn't solve it. It
Okay.
definitely didn't solve it. And then there's this constant kind of feeling of some kind of inflammation. And then there's kind of this bumpiness, I think my patella is not tracking correctly. I think physical therapy probably helped a little bit in terms of pointing out, my patella is not doing the full tracking.
Okay.
Because it goes up and then goes inside.
Oh, I see.
So the last movement was lost maybe for like a year until I start to consciously kind of, contract my muscle to pull it. The last.
Okay. So if you try to straighten your leg out, what's the pain level, 0 to 10?
Probably pain happens when I put load on it and straighten.
Okay.
If I'm just straightening out, I can feel there's the pain is here.
Yeah.
Is not severe, but then basically it's like when I'm hiking, when I'm using it.
Can you stand up and then straighten it out and tell me, if you want to get to the extreme level of pain?
There's just like a 3.
A 3?
Right, 2 or 3 on this side.
Okay.
But then I just basically, my leg would be wobbly. For example, when I'm hiking, going downstairs, it feels like my leg, I don't have the resistance to prevent my knee from going backwards.
I see.
My knee would be kind of bending. My leg would bend upward.
Okay.
If I don't stop it, I just don't have that pulling anymore.
Okay. All right. Sit up to the front a little bit. Perfect. He says a 3, right? That's your pain score?
Yeah.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel pressure near my tailbone area.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes, and then each of them we're gonna spend 5 minutes also. And in between each 5 minute section, we're gonna just ask you to test it to see kind of like if there's any improvement on the pain score.
You know, there's some kind of a little bit of like something emanating. You know, I think I feel like pressure in the tailbone area.
Do you have any back pain at all?
Yeah.
You have back pain also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lower back pain?
Lower back pain.
Okay.
Yes. Pretty bad lower back pain.
Okay. Anywhere else in your body?
Neck.
Neck? Okay.
Neck pain. Like more like a chest spine.
Okay. So we're gonna work on your back, and then the line that actually goes from your back to your knee. What would you rate your back pain?
Oh, I can like 4.
A 4? Okay.
4. It's constant, but not debilitating.
So often what happens actually is that the knee weakness comes from the lower back.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of things are out of whack
Yeah.
because of this injury. I had another old injury on my like the muscle here. There's a huge knot that happened like 28 years ago when I was playing volleyball. I kind of just pulled it, and then this knot is super easy to it's like a gnarled tissue knot.
How about your ankle?
Ankle generally is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But then that basically kind of was the first imbalance that my body had, and over the years was totally throwing my back kind of out of balance.
Okay. Oh, I heard it pop.
So you felt what?
So I can feel what is going on in your knee and my knee. That's kind of like our diagnosis. As I project this energy into your back and down your knee, it kind of like replicates something like in your body and my body.
I think I felt like electricity kind of shooting both legs, and then there's pressure.
What would you say the pain in the right knee was?
My right knee was very swollen. It wasn't pain, but then I had to. It was big. Like it was a lot of effusion.
Okay.
Because I couldn't hike anymore, so I started do pickleball.
I see.
I'm actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Then, so after I play, it's become huge. It's like a lot of water, so I have to kind of put some brace to push the water out.
Got it. Okay.
It's not really pain, but then just kind of.
Okay. Okay. Test it real quick. Test your knee. You can stand up and see.
Yeah, I would say it's less.
What do you score at 0 to 10? You can move around a little bit if you want.
Yeah, it's like 1.5.
1.5?
So there's a noticeable difference.
Okay.
There's a difference. So there's still pain. There's still kind of when I'm pulling my patella.
Okay.
So the movement still touch something.
Okay. Great. So 1.5 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a seat.
Yeah.
How's the back feel?
I would say it's a little bit better. Yeah.
What score number? Like
I didn't really. Yeah, I feel right now it's like a 2-ish.
Okay. Okay, that's about right. So have a seat again.
Okay.
We'll keep working on you. John, I'm gonna just kind of like get the stream going. Can you sit up a little bit? Okay. And then I'll have you take it over. Okay. Just go right in front of my hand. Perfect. So what you probably have is some. Did you get an MRI in your back too? Okay, you should get an MRI in your back. You probably have a disc herniation. That's kind of like causing the back pain. That herniation is probably hitting a nerve that is actually going down to your knee. That's actually causing your knee to not heal correctly.
That probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I remember I kind of threw my back. I actually told James.
Yeah.
When I couldn't, to the extent I couldn't even drive.
Yeah.
The raising of this much weight, just the weight of my arm,
Yeah.
totally caused a lot of pain. Then I had to fly to Boston during the same week.
Yeah.
Before I healed, so it was just so dreaded when I landed. And actually, I hooked up with a friend who is a acupuncture doctor in Boston. Then she fixed me like by just using acupuncture and some bloodletting and then electricity.
Yeah.
So the electricity is like a
TENS machine. Yeah.
Right. She I pretty much was able to be mobile again.
Yeah.
Pain, but then ever since that, the back wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I think I threw it out by just rotating, doing like a top spin, whatever drive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. My fear is that you're gonna like we'll probably be able to fix the nerve pathway that goes down to your knee. Your knee will begin to recover. You have to be very cautious with it. Like so don't do any kind of like rough activities for a while. You have to kind of ease your way back up into kind of like being fully active again. All of our training is actually martial arts based. So we basically hold kind of like this like internal tension in our body that generates this power, right? And so we need like a couple hundred hours of like training in order to generate like a little bit of like energy that we can kind of then use to heal people with. And so it's very draining on the healer. So it's kind of like a transfer of energy from the healer to the person we're trying to help. It's the way that we tense our muscles in a certain way that we can actually open up a channel and then let the energy out, and then we can push the energy out by putting pressure kind of on our body. So it's very draining for the healer to do this. That's actually very, very hard. Like on the healer, it's kind of like generate enough power to get to the point where they can actually even become a healer, and then each time we do it actually drains a lot of power. So that's why we kind of like do 5-minute shifts, so we don't like really get too hurt when we do it. And then we actually pull a signal, so I can actually feel what's going on in your knee in my own knee, and actually I can feel what's going on in your back in my own back. And so we actually absorb the pain that you have into our own bodies in a very odd way for diagnostics. And so that way we can know kind of like whether we're in the right place, whether we're healing it correctly. So it's almost like the way we're projecting this energy has a little bit of like a sonar effect, where we actually are projecting a wave that's kind of going into your body that's giving us feedback. So then we're using that feedback to know diagnostically whether we're in the right place, and then we can tell change-wise if there's improvement kind of like in the process. So I could tell when I was doing, I'm like, okay, I'm in the right place. I know where it is. Like I know that it's getting better. I don't know how much better it is. Like in general, I can feel that there's a change that went from, it's not as clear to me like it's like a 3 to 1.5, but it's kind of like I know it got better, right? And then when I don't feel it in my knee anymore, that means I know it's done. It's kind of like complete. So I'm like, so we look for the signal where we actually don't feel anything left in our knees, but then we actually still carry that signal even going forward. So when I go home, I'll still feel your knee in my knee, like for like a while, maybe like a week or so. You want to test it again? Stand up.
Yeah, I would say there's more improvement.
Okay. So what's the number now?
Like in terms of like pain that I can feel, it's like point something.
Perfect.
Point. It's just detectable.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Have another seat. We're gonna keep working on you. What about the back? Oh yeah, we need a number. We need like a discrete number. We're actually tracking kind of like the data on this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. There's like probably down to like a 1 is it feels more like a sore back other than pain.
okay.
It's like more like this muscle sore.
Yeah. So it's a
1.
1. And what about the knee?
The knee is, I think it's like point. I mean, I'm not even triggering it every time. I'm kind of triggering it like every other time. So it's like 0.5.
0.5. Okay.
Are we doing here?
We're doing it's basically like lower back to his left knee.
Does it make you hungry? Yes.
It makes us hungry. Yeah. It really makes us tired, makes us hungry. Yeah. So I used to kind of do this in I rented a suite in kind of like almost a hotel, and so I can order room service, and I can actually go to the sauna afterwards because I would almost faint after I did the healings.
Good way to lose weight too, right? Or something.
Not. I wish it would. I wish it would do that. I don't feel it does that as well. I feel it just kind of like it's like a big a big drain, like a big drain on you somehow. Most likely the disc in your lower spine is damaged from some accident that you've had or something, and so that's what causes your back pain to kind of like be chronic, where you actually like it just it stays there, right? Um, the the pathway, probably the peripheral nerve pathway, that's kind of like going from like that disc goes down to kind of like your knee area, and so that's why your knee doesn't heal kind of like normally, right? So you expect it to heal after you kind of like twist it. It doesn't heal normally, probably because you have like some injury kind of in your back that's causing that not to heal. So what we're doing is now we're basically powering that, like that line to kind of fix that line. So that line or that channel is kind of like being powered and kind of like fixed by us artificially. Like we're on the outside kind of like doing it. So it will probably feel really, really good. The danger you have is that we're also fixing kind of like these pathways kind of in your back right now. So your back will feel really good too. The risk is actually if you put too much pressure on your spine again, you might pop that disc out again. And that disc will hit a nerve, and then when the disc hits the nerve, it'll recause that pathway to kind of be weak again. And so you have to be, so the longer you actually let this heal, the more permanent it will be, right? And but if you just go back and you put too much pressure on it too quickly, you could re-injure the disc and it'll hit the nerve, and then that will kind of like that will come back. But if you really take care of it, you can have this last a really long time, right? Like so in some cases it's like permanent recovery. So you have to kind of think about like, you know, how you want to treat your body. Like I know you're very active, and I think that you probably don't have a life that's not active. I feel like, you know, like you can't hike, so you play pickleball. You hurt your other knee, and like, you know, I feel like you're gonna go through this cycle. So either you can really take care of it, or you're gonna be a really big client of ours. When I first learned, I learned this here because I hurt my back. That's how I got into this too.
Yeah.
And I met this guy that did this thing to me, and he fixed my back and my knee. Same thing, almost similar kind of like situation as you. And so like that's why I know your situation really well, because I've been through it. I actually know, I know exactly where to go in to kind of fix it. I know where the root problem is. It's not the knee, it's the lower back. You have to fix the entire pathway. If you don't fix the entire pathway, you just work on the knee, it doesn't fix.
But the knee injury took place first, so probably I just kind of missed a lot of what happened in between, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it could be that the knee injury happened. I don't know how far apart were the knee injuries and the back injury.
Oh, 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. It was 2022. This is like earlier this year.
Yeah. It's the pathways. So you think about how the body works. All the peripheral nerves in the body all go back up to the spine.
Right.
And ultimately, you have to find kind of like the root issue of like where kind of like the root issue happens, and then we got to find the entire pathway that goes down. It is possible that you only hurt your knee and that we could have fixed it locally. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. But actually, if that was the case, you got like a 2-for-1 deal because we fixed your back and your knee, and usually it's kind of like one or the other. You might have had actually like a previous like a weakness or injury in your back that that you just triggered kind of like yeah.
I actually did.
I
threw it out earlier by kind of rotation. It was a rotation.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
I drive very hard.
Yeah.
And
I can tell. Okay, let's take a pause. So you can stand up and test your knee again. Test your back.
yeah, it's almost gone.
Okay.
I would say just a few days ago, where I would having hard time just standing up from this position without pushing something.
Yeah.
And I just do a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of improvement here.
Yeah. We didn't work on that knee at all.
Right. There's a lot of improvement.
Yeah. We can do another session on that knee if you want. but right now we did one part at a time. So
Yeah.
left knee was kind of like
Yeah.
the target. So, oh, we need a number, right, for the back and the knee. Did we get a number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I was able to completely straighten it.
Yeah.
I don't know how wobbly I feel. Can I just walk on the
Yeah,
stairs or
yeah.
something? Okay.
How's it feel?
I definitely walk better. Let me just walking down the stairs
yeah.
is very
Hard otherwise?
was very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do this a few days ago.
Yeah. Pretty incredible, huh?
It is. In terms of mobility, I probably wouldn't be able to just walk down that set of stairs, like assisting my leg with some kind of a motion, like a spiral. I don't know, like I wouldn't be just flex my leg muscles like a normal person. I think a few days ago, and then I don't think I could. There's a lot of difference right now. There's a more noticeable pain
Yeah.
on this knee. That's actually the bad knee. So the bad knee is noticeably better than not a good knee, but yeah, the relatively better knee. So yeah. I couldn't do this like, normal people can just come down, bounce a little bit. I was like straighten, I was like, so. Oh yeah, like when you really couldn't flex your muscle correctly, you kind of notice how complicated the muscles are
Yeah.
to produce that normal, taken for granted motion. If you have like two stumps, how would you walk down, right? Like that's how I felt for a while. Yeah.
And now you have a little bounce going.
I have a little bounce there.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Right now on my left knee, 0, very close to 0.
What about your back?
Huh?
Your back.
Like a 1, but in the sense of a normal sore back, kind
Okay.
of, just sore, but not quite discomfort.
All right,
Wow.
we're done.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the videos? Like
I saw like 3 different
Three
videos.
videos?
Like there's
Yeah.
a guy saying who can.
yeah, it's hard to kind of like capture like what this is. I mean, like when you see the videos, you're kind of like, it's kind of like almost seems impossible. But yeah, when you experience it, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I'll definitely be scheduling another one, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So I think your left knee, it probably needs another 1 or 2 sessions
Yeah.
to get like more like permanent. You should feel like nothing in your back and nothing in your knee at all. So it'll probably take like another 1 or 2 sessions just for your left knee also.
Yeah.
The right knee we can try and we can see if we can fix it. The swelling is kind of like throwing me off a little bit, so I need to kind of like think about the swelling issue.
Sure.